Hey, what's going on here? Damian, Forrester at Sacred Grounds. And a couple weeks ago, we had Catherine that I was speaking to, one of our in-house practitioners. And today, we get an opportunity to speak to April Veach, excuse me. Did I say beach? Veach, with Dragon Gate Reiki. So, like before, this is, once again, a lot of new space for me. Coming into a lot of the metaphysical things. And so I would love to talk to you and help me not only educate me, but educate the general public on, who you are, where you came from, the modality. That's a new word I learned, by the way, modality. One of the modalities, you do several of them here at Sacred Ground. So I'm going to leave you with the floor. So tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you, Damian. I really appreciate you visiting with me today. So my name is April, and I do own Dragon's Gate Reiki, and I am an in-house practitioner here at Sacred Grounds. I've been in Billings for about 20 years and am primarily from Helena. I will say I am a California transplant, moved to Montana when I was about 12 years old. Also fairly new to the metaphysical, so please know you're in good company. I've only been in what we call the metaphysical community for, I want to say, about 3 or 4 years. I struggled with a lot of trauma and still do. So I'm in mental health recovery. And during that process, I was finding I just needed some additional support to Western medicine, essentially. And a trusted friend was like, hey, have you tried Reiki? Have you tried? And I was like, what is Reiki?
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's my next one.
What is this? And so I did go to a Reiki practitioner. I received support, and I was blown away at how much it helped me. And so I received Reiki services for a couple of years, and then I was like, I have to learn this. I have to provide this to others because it had changed my life so much. And so Reiki essentially is universal life force energy, and we all feel it. I describe it as when you walk into Walmart or anywhere, you feel the energy of others in a space.
Like we come into Sacred Grounds.
Yes,
right?
You feel that when you come here for coffee, that really positive, safe energy. Well, we want to provide that to you. So it's a healing modality, but I'm not the healer. I want to emphasize that you are the healer. And so what I provide is a space within my office to support others on their healing journey the same way that it was provided to me. And so Reiki is a life force energy, and a practitioner is trained and attuned to support others with their energy. Our chakras, we have 7 primary chakras. They get imbalanced and misaligned through our life experiences and our day-to-day experiences. Rough day at work, rough year. Who hasn't had one of those? And so we are attuned. And really what I say is, if you don't believe in it, if it's something you're like, that's not real, I don't buy into that, that's okay. You'll still have 30 to 60 minutes of some amazing rest, because it's a great way to just, I've had clients snore. It's really relaxing.
That would be me. So let's walk through, what a session would look like for Reiki.
Okay.
So I walk in here, I'm like, oh my God, this coffee is great. And I look back around the corner to the right, and I see this library, and I see other offices. And one of those offices, if you didn't know, she is in-house in the back in here. You can meet with her here in this beautiful office where we're sitting right now, by the way. And I'm like, I pick up the card. I'm like, I'm going to schedule, I don't know what this is. I'm going to schedule a time with you. I schedule that time. I come in and walk me through this.
Okay. So I meet with the client. Let's say I'm meeting with you. We talk about what your journey is looking like right now. Where are things at right now? And it's not a super personal conversation. It's just kind of like, okay, what are your needs? What are you wanting assistance with? What is sleep like? What is work like? What is family life like? What is the stress level, essentially? Like, where are
I need
things
this
at?
right now.
And then what are you hoping to gain from this experience? Because we need to be transparent about that. Some people have really high ideals about what massage or yoga or Reiki might look like. And it's like, okay, so first off, let's bring that reality back to reality of what Reiki can actually provide for you. Because it's not magic. I'd hate to break it to everyone.
No,
it's not magic. It's real.
So I mean, you putting your hands on me? I mean, what
Yes.
you like massaging my back or something? What's going on?
Every practitioner is different. And so that's another thing that I always talk to clients about. Every practitioner is different. And that's good, actually. We all have different gifts and talents, every one of us in the world. And so I do use a gentle hands-on approach for Reiki. And so for me, I am trauma informed. I actually went through training for my trauma informed, both for Reiki and for my yoga certification, trauma informed. So what that means for me is I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do. So when you lie on the table, you're going to be on your back, as long as that's comfortable. And I do have a form I have you fill out that tells me, like, hey, you know what? Actually, I have a lot of back injuries. I can't lay on my back. Okay, we'll work that out. So it involves gentle touch on the shoulders and the arms, which is because it's closest to your heart. It involves below the knees and your feet. Feet are for grounding. It involves neck and head. And so, we talk about the gentle hands-on approach, but Reiki can actually be no touch at all. So maybe I have a client that has a lot of trauma and they're like, hey, I actually don't want to be touched at all.
Right.
That's fine. We can do that too.
I think I might be the one that's like, you need to touch me, and I'm probably gonna fall asleep, but I know I'm gonna wake up energized.
Yes,
right?
and they do. A lot of clients. I've never had a client say that it was a negative experience. I have had some that are like, you know what, I didn't feel anything, but then later they say they did experience, because it's like dusting. Things come to the surface. So,
good analogy.
When we talk about energy, things come up. And a lot of clients do experience things in here, and we talk about that after the session. We kind of circle back, and it's like, okay, did anything come up for you? What? And then I explain what came up for me. So when we're having the session, I'll circle back and say, this is what I felt. This is what I experienced. And so I'll share with the client what came up for me, and they'll share what came up for them. But some clients will say, you know what, I didn't feel anything. And then I check on them a couple of days later, and they're like, you know what, actually, this did come up for me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think we just learned something today. And so, what are your hours here? How can people get a hold of you?
Yes. So I'm here Tuesday through Saturday, and my hours are Tuesday through Friday. They're going to be
by the way.
they are 1 to 7 p.m. And then Saturday they're 9 to 7. And it's really important to know I do teach yoga here, so my hours have blocks out.
That was my next question.
Yes.
So let's talk about the other things that you do here. So we're going to talk. I want to talk about certain musical nights. I want to talk about yoga. I want to talk about what's coming up on New Year's Eve. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes. So I do teach yoga here, and then this yoga class, it was designed for everybody. I want to be so clear about that. I have such a heart for serving people that might be very similar to me and maybe felt excluded at one point from a yoga class or a fitness class. I am plus size, and so I often did not feel like I really belonged in those spaces. And so when I designed these classes, that was with those in mind. And so it is for everybody. And so it's masculine and feminine energies are welcome. Everyone is welcome, and they're only $5. And they're Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. And they're restorative and yin, so they're very gentle, very beginner friendly.
Restorative and yin, let's learn something. So restorative and yin, meaning it is like a basic.
Restorative means that these are very these poses are designed to help our body kind of restore, rest.
Okay, cool.
So they're very gentle, they're very simple for our body. But these poses specifically in our class that I put on, we are seated and we are lying down. So there's not a lot of up and down. And then as far as the yin portion, yin means these are poses we would traditionally be holding for 3 to 5 minutes. But for our class, we hold them about 1.5 to 2 minutes at most. So I really wanted to create a space where everyone felt like they could do this. I want you to feel successful when you come. I want you to feel like I did a yoga class, right? That's what I want.
I love it's for everybody.
Yes.
And when you say everybody, there's two things I'm catching here.
Yes.
Every body is in the human person.
Correct.
And every body, regardless of your size.
Correct.
Right? So I love that. Thank you so much for adding. So I want you to repeat the times and dates again, because I don't want the price was.
It's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Okay.
It is only $5. These are designed to be accessible on every level.
Awesome. Okay. And so we're going to wrap this up. So the other things that you do here, Damian Forrester, one of the owners here with Mackenzie Brown and his partner AJ. I mean, love these guys. But can do a lot of this without the OGs. All right. We're talking
Thank
about
you.
you and Catherine and Walter, Rose that are here. I mean, you guys are amazing. The way you guys support us, we laugh, we play, we have a good time. We're family here.
We
All right. So there's another thing that you do here, which is also fun.
Yes.
So please talk about that. We'll talk
Oh my
about New Year's
gosh.
and wrap this up.
Kelly Partridge with, she's Kelly Partridge, intuitive artist. She and I run open mic night on Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m. I cannot tell you how much fun I have with this. I think I'm a comedian.
Open mic night.
So just know that every Sunday you can come and just express your authentic self. You could be a singer, you could be a poet, you can be a comedian. I sure think that I am, and she's a phenomenal singer. I make everyone look like a phenomenal singer. So please come and join. It is a totally safe space.
Fun time.
This is all inclusive. It's unlike any other. I really feel like you walk in and you are family. We love everybody that comes, and we try really hard to remember your name. We try really hard to remember what everyone is doing, and we want you to feel like this is your space.
Like I said, it is a very open, non-denominational, multicultural space where everyone belongs. I keep telling this to other clients and friends that walk in here. You've probably seen it. I posted it a little while ago. And one of the most statements that we get here after saying goodbye or thanking them for coming is, thanks for being here.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. So I didn't realize how much Billings really needed a space like this until I really met with Mackenzie and AJ and all of you. Yeah. I'm an emotional guy, so it really warms my heart to know that, and we have a place that's inclusive with any and everybody. So it's fun. It's fun, and we have a great time.
Yes, we do. And we want you to come have a great time.
Yes, with us. Let's learn your name. Let's make you a regular. Lastly, New Year's Eve is coming up. We have a great, amazing. I think, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
It is going to be.
I think we are the very first in the city of Billings, Montana, to have a dry.
To my knowledge.
Meaning, to my knowledge, right? Please, somebody, if I'm wrong, let me know. A dry New Year's Eve party. All right. So I'll put the link below, but we're going to have a caterer. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have the theme of Enchanted Forest.
It's going to be beautiful.
And everyone's working hard on that right now. It's a masquerade, so we'll make it fun. We'll have aerial performers, which is going to be super cool. From 8 p.m. to midnight. It's just going to be the tickets. Believe it or not, I think the tickets are cheap. It's $50. It's $50 for a ticket. We are still looking for sponsors if anybody's interested. We would love to have you to make one of the best inaugural New Year's Eve dry events here in Billings, Montana. So share this, share the love, share the link. Hope to see you guys there. Anything else you want to end off with?
When we say, or we hear you say, thank you for being here, I want to say thank you for being here. I would love for you to come down and experience Sacred Grounds with us. Join our classes. Join us. Join this family. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much. Once again, April Veach, Damian, Forrester here at Sacred Grounds. Come in, be part of the family. Now I'm going to do the awkward thing and get up and press the button right there so we can say goodbye. All right, we're gonna come in and wave. Oh my gosh, we have comments here. April is the best. You guys don't look up my nose. It's Michael. Thank you, Michael. I have to get over there. Thank you, Jackie. Is she a psychic too?
Oh my gosh, Jackie, that's a great question.
Yeah, let's answer that question real quick.
I wish that I was. I'm not. Of all the gifts that I have, that's not one that I have. Okay. I do oracle readings. I do oracle readings, Reiki, and yoga. But no, I'm not a psychic. I can refer you to some really amazing ones though. So I'll go ahead and message you. Okay. So
one again. That's a modality.
Yeah,
right?
It is.
And so we have a number of guest practitioners and some practitioners that rent the front out there that I'm going to have on also that will be able to answer a lot of those questions for you. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a reading on me, while we're doing that. So, all right. So we have another.
Thank you, Jackie.
All right, cool. All right, cool. All right. So, well, thanks, guys. Once again, I'm going to press that button to end this. And you guys have an awesome day. Come on down. Take care.